So I made a lot of mob videos up till now, but I haven't really talked or showed any behind the scenes stuff. Occasionally, I do upload them to my Instagram stories, but I think it would be fun to post some on YouTube every now and then as well. Just a thought, let me know down below if you'd be interested in more vloggy type of content. So one of the most frequently asked questions I get from you guys is about my workbench or watchmaking bench or watch modding bench, which is quite surprising because I thought more people would be interested in the tools instead. Of course, a lot of you guys do ask me about those as well, but without a doubt, the bench seems to be a really hot topic. Like everything that has to do with watchmaking, whether that's tools, accessories, or equipment, they are ridiculously expensive. To the point where I feel like there's some unofficial watchmaking tax applied to all of these things. And to backtrack like a few years, when I was looking to upgrade my bench at the time, I realized that watchmaking benches have astronomical prices. Thousands and thousands of dollars, up to the tens depending on how crazy of a setup you want. Of course, I couldn't justify spending 15K on a bench at the time, so I looked for alternatives like any normal person would. I needed a bench that was stable, reliable, durable, and most importantly, comfortable, since I'm working on watches for multiple hours every single week. If I'm not comfortable, I can continue working, and there will be some type of barrier between me and my ability to offer my best quality work for my clients, which is non-negotiable. Eventually, I decided on a height adjustable platform, and not one of those manual ones, but an electric one. And recently I got sent over a new one to check out, so let's go see it, and I'll explain why I think they are one of the best options for watchmaking and watch modding, of course. So here it is with all my stuff set up. But this is a temporary location and setup because my official workroom is in the process of being renovated. So eventually this all will get transferred over to that room, and I'm sure I'll be doing some switching around in terms of where tools are situated. Now this bench was sent to me by a brand called FlexiSpot, who are not sponsoring this video, but they did send me this table to check out. For a quick overview, this is the FlexiSpot Kana Pro Bamboo Standing Desk EC8 with a 72 by 30 inch curved top shape and white frames. I like the curved shape because it allows me to be closer while providing room for my arms to rest on. Like I said, this is a height adjustable platform, so it can go approximately 24 inches off the ground up to 50 inches, and it's controlled by this mounted keypad. You can easily press up and down to adjust this height and have a few memory presets for your most frequently set positions. I typically set one position that's around chest high so that I can closely see what's in front of me without having to bend my neck or back. This mode is used when I'm working on movements, setting hands, examining crystals, etc., because it's much easier to be precise and stable when parts are literally right in front of your face. Most days I'm working on watches for hours, and if I had to slouch over to see things up close, I would have severe discomfort in my back and neck, which would only get worse as time passes. So a raised bench is not only good for my health, but also enables me to work for much longer periods because I'm in a comfortable position. The next memory preset I have is a standard desk height where my shoulders are in a relaxed position. This is typically for when I'm working on larger components like bezels and case backs, since I don't need to be as up close. Some tools are also quite tall, like my case back remover, so it's much easier to use them when my bench is a little bit lower. Otherwise, I'd be opening watches like this, which is a bit cumbersome. So the fact that this bench is electronically height adjustable with convenient memory features allows me to easily go back and forth between different positions depending on what task I'm performing. As you can see, I have almost all of my tools and equipment on this single bench, which is no problem for the motor because it has a 220-pound weight capacity. Also, most of you guys probably don't need anything as large as this. I think 48 by 24 inches is more than enough, which FlexiSpot also carries, in addition to a few other sizes as well. I just happen to prefer a larger bench because I have a lot of tools and I still need to get a few more. Now I've tried many different types of standing desks from various companies, but this particular one from FlexiSpot is noticeably quite stable and smooth when going up and down. Having a stable bench when working on watches is absolutely essential given how tiny parts are and the precision required for this type of work. One slip may completely ruin a watch. Having a smooth action up and down is also really important because if your bench is shaking all over the place as it's changing height, parts may roll off, tools might tip over and get damaged. Just not a good time. So I made a few custom watches on this bench and I'm quite satisfied with this build construction. Some additional details worth mentioning is that the motors are pretty quiet, so you don't have this annoying noise as it's going up and down. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. And there's accessories that you can pick up like shelves, which is great for storing away parts and in my case more tools. Ultimately, official watchmaking benches are nice, but super expensive, especially height adjustable ones. Fundamentally, they are just standing desks with a few additional accessories, which is really not much different than what I have here. You're getting very similar utility for a fraction of the cost, and I've been very satisfied with a setup like this for the past few years. I take my work very seriously, which is why I invested in some of the best quality tools, and if an official watchmaking bench also had benefits worth investing as well, I honestly would have gotten one. But I've yet to find any substantial reason why this bench wouldn't enable me to produce the same quality of work had I done so on an official bench. I just need a workspace that is height adjustable, comfortable, stable, and durable. Now I do realize that standing desks, including this FlexiSpot Kana Pro, is not entirely cheap. This is also an investment, but a substantial upgrade if you are currently just working off your kitchen countertop, husky tool cabinet, dining table, wherever that's not a dedicated space for working on watches. I offer professional services, so I personally can't and don't want to offer things that were made in those environments. It's mostly personal value, respect for my work, and respect for client watches, but also practical. You'd be surprised how dusty common spaces are, and also it's not really hygienic to work on movements while someone next to you is eating. Just saying. However, don't get me wrong, if you're just a hobbyist or enthusiast, there's no need to splurge so much money into this. You're much better off upgrading your tools, although some of them are more expensive than this desk. Quality work can be done anywhere, but if you are looking to treat yourself, invest more into this hobby, or start offering services, I don't think a bench like this FlexiSpot Kana Pro bamboo standing desk would be a bad idea. So I'll have links down below if you're interested in checking out this desk. Also, let me know if you guys want to see more vlog style content or behind the scenes videos, because it's fun to make somewhat spontaneous videos. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at loom_shot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. It is so hot here. Go get me some tacos.